So I don't know who needed to hear this, but experimenting and trying out different things is far better than not trying anything at all and regretting it further down the line. Like, I've experienced moments where I've had thoughts and ideas of doing something, but because I didn't act on it quickly enough, later on, like, I regretted not starting that sooner or not trying that out sooner. Like recently, about a month ago or so, I decided to, bleach a few parts of my hair, like the two front strands and the mids and ends of my hair. And that went fairly well, and I decided to go for a split dye that was half purple and half red. However, when I tried it out, the red was like far too vibrant, and because I didn't bleach the strands light enough for the purple to show properly, it showed like the smallest tint of it under the light. And to that, I felt glad I tried it, but at the same time I felt very disappointed that the purple didn't show like I was hoping for it to show. It just looked, and the rest of my hair just looked extra dark wherever I put the purple. And so I tried again. I was in a very playful mood. About a week later or so, I decided to rinse and wash out the purple side as much as possible. And then I decided to reapply it again for like 2 hours. There's a point to all this story, so please follow me. For 2 hours, I kept on the purple. I fully saturated that half of my hair and even put foils in. I think I even left it longer than 2 hours, to be honest. It was more like 2 hours, 30 minutes. I washed it out, and the purple actually did show, but just a little bit, But it showed as much as it could ever show on my bleached parts of the hair. And so I felt happy with that, but about 3 weeks later, about 2 weeks later, about a week ago, I literally decided, okay, although red and purple are my two favorite colors, and it has been from a very early age, I don't like how it looks on my hair or feels on my hair. So I was like, I couldn't figure out what it was. It was something energetically that didn't sit right with me. And I know I should have learned my lesson, because I've tried to dye my hair like a darker shade of red. It was like a coppery red, and that didn't feel right on me as well. So now from that, I took a learning lesson, and I was like, okay, no more red. I don't think I'll ever dye my hair red again. So now I've decided to go ahead and remove the color as much as possible from my hair and reapply the bleach and lighten the strands to a light blonde color, so that I've chosen two new colors that I've actually tested with extensions that I think would look nice on me. And not only do I think would look nice, but it really reflects the new version of me that I'm stepping into. And all this to make a point to say, if you never experiment, you'll never know what truly aligns with you. If you limit yourself and say, oh no, I'm the type of person that can never bleach my hair, or I could never wear this, or I could never do that, then you're just like limiting yourself from a lot of opportunities that may have come your way had you made those decisions. Obviously, it's just hair, it's just style and all that, but all of that adds up and makes you feel more confident in yourself. And if you have more self-confidence and more of a playful, light-hearted attitude, that's the main point, you can actually then go out and show up. Like, you can participate more, you can get opportunities, and you can have more of an adventure in life, basically. So yeah, I know it's gonna be a journey, relating it back to my hair, because the strands are like very dark. My hair is naturally very dark, so lightening it that much would be quite the fun, complicated process. But yeah, if you never know, you'll never know, basically. And it's like, who knows, it could be about a few weeks later, like after a few rounds of bleach or whatever, or color, I might actually decide I really like this style and I want to keep it, or I might decide, oh, you know what, something else suits me better. And even if I, like, quote unquote mess up, like, there's no such thing as messing up, I know I can just say, okay, we'll try again, lesson learned, we'll try something else. Yeah, this is why it's important to experiment. It makes you more confident. It reduces that perfectionist limiting mindset of, oh, you know, you could only have things one way and stick to this for the rest of your life. So I hope you enjoyed this little talk. I'm planning on making more videos similar to this, along with my normal readings. So stay tuned.